What's up guys, Duckpin here, and we're playing some No Man's Sky on PS4. And basically, well, I've been waiting for this game for a long time. We finally got to sit down and get 10 hours of it last night. I'm still playing it now. And I want to talk about my, first impressions and give sort of a review on this game and what I think about it. So, right off the bat, this game is very massive, and I do enjoy it a lot. It feels very clean, especially when you're walking around. It feels very like coded in a AAA, but underneath it really is kind of an indie game, and it really shows its indie layers when it comes to options, such as like the different places that you go to inside the worlds. They're 9 out of 10 all the same. Like, I don't even like going into these places anymore, because you go in there and there might be some health, there might be a different gun, there might be someone there that'll give you a blueprint, but to be honest, blueprints are just everywhere. You get them all the time, and the resources you're looking for are normally everywhere as well. And the thing about it is, I mean, you'll find planets you go to and you stay on for like hours, and you just like mine and you build and you find all these monsters and you have a great time. And there'll be planets you go to and you immediately leave because they're like cold and they're barren, or they're too hot, or they're just like a whole bunch of rocky hills of no life and no resources anywhere. But I don't know, I can see how this game could get boring for people, to be honest. Like, I could see how it could get really repetitive going to different worlds. The worlds do look the same on the outside, but underneath they have the same formulas, the same stuff that's putting them together, the same resources. And, it's interesting because I did get the pre-order DLC ship, and I have almost $2 million that I saved up from collecting gold and going back and forth and trading stuff. But I have all this money because I don't spend money on this game. One of the first things that I got on this game was a really beast weapon. And this weapon was given to me for free by one of the traders in a random area. And so I got this beast weapon, and I could never find, well, 10 hours in, I can't find a better weapon to purchase that is anywhere near as good as the one I have. And the same goes with for the ships. Now, I have the DLC ship, and there are other ships that have more slots available and better tools that you can get in the ships. But the thing about it is, most of the ships, I have not found a single ship that comes with a hyperdrive. And the hyperdrive that's on my ship already has fuel loaded into it, and hyperdrive fuel is hard to get. So if I get another ship, if I purchase one, I'm gonna have to build another hyperdrive, and then I'm gonna have to replace my fuel. So I haven't been really trying to get a new ship. I mean, I want a new ship, but I haven't found that one that's just like, yeah, I'll spend $1 million on it, I'll lose my hyperdrive. I kind of want to use up my fuel at least on my hyperdrive before I get a ship. So I mean, that's something I'm working on right now, is that I want to get a better weapon, but the one I have, as you can see in this footage right now, it's a really beast weapon, and I got it for free. And the ship I have, the hyperdrive's too good on it to replace it with anything. I'm not really having inventory problems, Every time I get my inventory full, I just kind of take off, kind of go to a space station. And so that's another thing you guys probably want to talk about, is how the universe works, and how like it has like these mini solar systems that have different planets inside this huge like galactic map. Now that is pretty cool, The one thing I noticed is you can't jump multiple like galaxies. You have to go one at a time, even if you have the fuel for it, which kind of throws me off. I was kind of hoping I can do like a huge jump. But I've been like to the atlases. I've been to some of the rarer stuff in the world, and it all kind of like catches you off guard. It's all so pretty and so like mystery. Like, you never know what's gonna happen, and that's what's so cool about this game. Like, you could play it for hours and hours, and you might here and there get bored. And you might get bored getting the same planets, getting the same items. But the thing about it is, you eventually, you'll find this one planet that just really, really speaks to you, that has all this amazing life on it, and then that you end up spending hours on it, and before you know it, you're like, wow, I've been on this planet for like a week, and it's just been so amazing. And I think that's really the gasp of No Man's Sky. Like, it's so big and it's so massive that you can just check it out forever and ever. Even when you get bored, you can come back in a week and just fly to another planet and still have that experience. And there's not a lot of games that are like that. You normally go back to the same map and you're like, oh, this is boring. But No Man's Sky, kind of every time I play it has a really fresh feel to it. But that's my opinion. I think the game is pretty amazing. I think you guys should definitely pick it up. And I think that if you're on the fence about it, it's understandable. They are charging a lot of money for this game, and you know, it does got that indie feel to it, and it just doesn't have that overall appeal for a AAA game that will last. There's not going to be a million side missions. There's not going to be a huge story. This is you alone in an infinite galaxy, just exploring. There's no like making your way back home. There's no like end goal besides getting to the center, but even after that, you're still just exploring planets. And if you're into that, this is your game. If you're not, it might get a little stale for you. But for me personally, I enjoy it. I'm still waking up and being like, I'm ready to play, let's get into it. But it did just come out. We are still in the honeymoon period, but I think it is definitely worth it. So let me know in the comments below what you guys think about it. I think I've rambled enough about it. And yeah, like the video, and we'll have a lot more No Man's Sky coming soon. Dusk and Fly, peace. Hey guys, Duck here. Thank you guys so much for watching the video. If you guys could support the channel by liking and subscribing and even leaving a comment below, it'd really mean a lot to me. And if you guys want to go the extra mile, we have a Patreon page. You can check it out in the link in the description below. And we have different goals that you guys can donate to, and it would really help keep this channel afloat. Thank you guys so much for listening. Ducks can fly, so please help us survive. Peace.